I just was notified that my new X-Acto blade kit is arriving, and no, it's not for my emo lifestyle adherence. Totally different from what I was saying I was gonna do on stories last night. I'm trying this setup instead because I just feel bloated and gross. I don't want to be distracted by like how I feel inside my body and let it detract from my riding. I don't know. Yeah, I just wanted to make these like cycling videos, but I'm so in a thing that I can't just pretend like actually no, dude, I'm good. Like, I'm so happy and like grateful. I'm just exhausted. So I have to like give myself today, I think, to try to like decompress and get a new routine going and stuff, because I don't know, dude. Like, I was telling, it was such a nice surprise. Anthony called me this morning when I was having my coffee and collaging and going through my existential dread, and I was like, oh, very nice, and I felt much better after that. But anyway, I told him, it's like sometimes I have to remind myself that I've kind of just been fucking going like absolutely non-stop since I got out of the hospital, dude. Like, I have to keep reminding myself I'm off of work because of mental health, and like that's why I keep like crashing, because I don't give myself time to like rest. I haven't been able to rest unless I've been laid out because of like depression or whatever, so it's time to try, I think. I mean, there's only so much you can do, because under capitalism it's like, not to sound like a broken record, but you can't really relax and take time out and care for yourself because you're constantly weighing out about money and money for that cereal. Yeah, this is obviously the superior choice so far. Easier accessibility to the cassette, etc. I like how Daily by Movements is on, as I was just talking about not being as emo as I say I am. Anyway, let's get a move on. Almost 3 minutes into this. I was like, I want to ride the road bike because I want a good workout, even though like I know it's awful outside. But I also want to just like zone out on the prairie path, and like I said, I can't really with my tires. So no agenda. Just gonna go. I'm still trying to scramble for purchase here, so it's like when I lived in Geneva, though, I would always like have this inclination to just go south. Like, it was just my favorite route, like scenically. Well, I don't want to get into like a rut, but it's like stupid that I'm like wigging out about getting into a rut when I just got here. Okay, so already off to a clumsy start because I was on the wrong aspect ratio and I couldn't change it without stopping because I wasn't going fast enough and I wasn't in the high enough gear, and I was going downhill, blah blah blah. So that intersection is where this fucking guy tried to kidnap me and my little sister. I guess we're starting out with a nice little whatever. This is how we're starting the day, I suppose. Well, it's ever changing, evergreen and ever changing. But it turns out, you know what's fucked up? It turns out the guy was like 16. I wonder where he is like all the time, dude. Todd Osmo. Fuck it up. Fuck it. Like, it's public information. Yeah, so I think I don't remember if I had told this story in like a video that I never shared, or if it was like another YouTube video or what, but we're obviously like in a nightmare tunnel of memories and shit right now. It's so fucked up though, dude, because it's like, because, whatever, my dad was the chief of police in this town for a long time, like 25 years or something. I have mercy on everyone. So it's just ironic, like, that, like, he fucking chose us to try to grab, and he had, like, weapon, like, really bizarre weapons, like a hammer and some kind of weird knife, and then they pulled him over, like, right here, and like drove us past so we could like look in the car and like ID him without him seeing us. It was just traumatic and weird, dude. Like a lot of things. I have another story that was super traumatic and weird. I'll tell you in a second after I get up this short hill. It's just like the air quality is awful. I notice like, well, also I'm still fucking jeweling and things. So yeah, I need a second, then I'll tell you the story. I really hope this like abrasion on my ass heals soon because it's brutal. I mean minor, well, I mean I hit the ground pretty hard, but like it didn't take that much like skin off or whatever, but it's the way it's healing, it just keeps like ripping open. I keep moisturizing it. Anyway, the other story, oh that's hot. Never mind, I'll have to show you another time if it's there. That's funny because it's by this like massage parlor that's of course probably like pretty scandalous. You know what I love about drivers is how like they act like, oh, you're such a pain in my ass right now. You're a pain in my fucking ass right now. I'm like minding my own business all the way over here. Totally out of your way. And they're like, I'm gonna drive really far away from you and like lag behind you. Well, you're fucking freaking me out and creeping me out. Like, anyway, hold on. I like sorry, there's like a weird little like turn off at that intersection so I could like quote unquote get out of their way. Oh, sorry. Just like get the fuck away from me. Anyway, so the other spooky story. I was 17. Sorry, I'm trying to think of how to tell this story because there's like a lot of personal shit I have to get, like, be sensitive about. Okay, so yeah, I was 17. This was like 2008, I think. I was home. It was like the middle of the night. And I went downstairs to like wash my face, I think. And I was just like crossing through the living room. I'm on the sidewalk again, I fucking hate myself. And somebody threw a propane, someone threw a propane tank through our front window. Like we had one of those like big picture windows. We're gonna pass the barber shop. I don't know, dude, I'm just tooling around. I just want to work out and like talk and tell stories, and like it's hot and it feels shitty, so I don't want to go too far in my tires. So yeah, I was just like 2008, I was 17, I was just walking through the living room and somebody threw a propane tank through the front window. And it had stuff written on it. I can't remember like what was written where, but there was things written there and the sidewalk in front of our house, and then like the middle school my sister goes to about like oh cool, there's a little vintage store right there. I gotta come down here like on foot. I mean, it's kind of a walk. I'd be sweaty and gross by the time I get here, but maybe drive and park and whatever. Like suburbanite it up over here. So there's stuff written all over about my dad cheating on my wife or my mom and shit. And we were like, what? Because at the time, dude, my dad was, it was like the height, he was like in the depths of his like prostate cancer. So, I mean, it was like, he was like, all he did, dude, was like work and sleep. Because it's all like he could fucking do. So like it was fucking very, very ha-ha hee that anyone would want to make that accusation. Because like anyone could tell you, unless it was like maybe like a cyber sex thing. Fuck, like I don't know, it was just so ridiculous. And like scary, because they wrote that shit all over the school that my little sister was going to, and then on the sidewalk in front of our house, and then something on the propane tank. Anyway, they like interviewed everybody in my family and like my sister's husband at the time, and I won't go into it, but there was like some like family secret drama information that came out like in several ways like during this interrogation process, and then like all kinds of other stuff. It was just awful. And long story short, they still don't know who did it. There's a couple like open theories, but like it's not like they're trying to solve it. But there is something very like creepy about like being there again and all that. Like it was so long ago, but you know, so now we're just going front. There's like the college, I guess, is where we're headed. I like all these. Oh, sorry, I didn't know it was still facing me and my glistening pimples. I hate that. I'm like super embarrassed. So there's like the college church. I have a lot of weird memories there everywhere, dude. I think this is the, yeah, this is the church. There's like a tunnel, I think, under this. Oh, they're turning right. Let's just go this way. There's a tunnel connecting those like two buildings of the church. And then when I was in youth group, when I was a kid, we used to come here and play Capture the Flag. I fucking love Capture the Flag. Or any kind of scavenger hunt. I'm there, baby. I'm all over it. And there was like this ice cream place in there. I don't know if it's still there. Like, look at that, dude. That's a beautiful park, yo. I mean, it's a beautiful campus. My parents wanted at least one of us to go here. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I had the academics, I could have gone here for sure, but like, the only reason I really wanted to be a Christian, or a missionary when I was a kid, which is the only reason I would have gone here to go into some kind of ministry, was because of the excuse to travel and like help people, but all the God stuff like creeped me out. And like seemed, even back then, dude, it was like, this seems like hella fucking conditional, you know? This is boring. I don't want this to be like 1,000 years long, so I'm gonna stop it for a minute and just ride. Yeah, dude, it's actually like pretty beautiful around here. So basically, more important than ever that we protect the citizenry. Like how I felt the need, like impinging on my survival or something, to like explain away my joke. That's only like really hilarious to myself, but whatever. I just, ambiguousness actually feels a lot better sometimes. It's like a squishy pillow. Not like a My Pillow pillow, but like a cool foam memory gel. But like if you get out of it for long enough, then it resumes its original shape. Oh, I can't flip it. My thumb. Oh wait. I guess I'll fix that later. I can't believe I always find myself mashing up a hill with a thought for you. One-handed on a femur with 2 rods in it. Okay, so we're back more or less kind of taking the same route as yesterday. One thing about, I guess, about the mashing up a hill one-handed, I fucking love riding bikes with other people, but it's hard for me to find people I like to ride with. Because they're always either like not to be a prick, but ask anyone they can't keep up with me, or they're on like, they're writing like the wrong geometry, so they can't keep up. I guess that's like an and or. Oh, my arms are fucking massive. So either like that, or they just think I'm like an asshole, a reckless asshole, which is stupid, dude, because like that was my complaint that I came here with. Nice openers, Caitlin. When you get to like an intersection, like a stop, four-way stop, and there's like already a situation there and they already know what they gotta do, I guess we'll go east still. And then you show up and now it's all a mystery. Now they're like, oh, how do intersections work? There's something kind of dorky that this like older crusty messenger guy that I met said. He's like, but it's so true, dude. Cycling makes you a better driver, a better pedestrian, because you see things at like the level of a pedestrian, but the speed like not of a car, but like somewhere in between. So just change it, kind of like permanently alters your perspective. I'm just gonna get away from these people and go up Elizabeth's dainty floral skirt. Oh God, hit stop. Yeah, oh, sweet dude. I'm not a parent, but anyway. Yeah, I'm dying. Literally. I hate how like I have this fucking attitude towards life where like I'm just like, I'm gonna do it anyway. I mean, I don't regret going out for this ride. It was great, and like I can't change my ways now, but just for realness, like I was saying earlier, tired. I'm clinically wrecked, and I'm still like, the exercise for sure is a part of the treatment. Always has been. And yeah, I don't want to go too much into it right now, but it's sad and affirming and sad and kind of like condemning in a way. I'm gonna get off this fucking prairie path shortly. Oh my God, I just feel terrible. I'm so dehydrated and not slept and just eating shit, dude. Like, I gained weight, like a decent amount of weight, and it's not like good though. I just feel puffy and gross. Okay. Yeah, it's condemning but affirming, sad, and just like, okay, I guess that when I look back on a lot of my art, it's the same theme, dude. Like, I was video chatting with Anthony Kennedy this morning, and I showed him another one of my little Shadowbox collage things, and it's all the same like concerns about the future and people, survival, dignity, etc. So I believe this is the appropriate place to end this. I just have this feeling that this is going on about 20, and I'm going on probably 25-30 minutes till I get home, and then I'm gonna, like, I'm not even sure, dude. I know I'm just gonna be panicking about how many requirements I will have: heat, overheatedness, filth, dehydration, malnutrition, probably still too much glycogen floating in my bloodstream from my fucking cereal iniquity spree last night. Help me find my way.
Not you. You're a bunch of strangers on the internet. You can watch, I guess. And we could be friends, I guess. But ow! I'll be here. Take me away. Do you ever do that? You're just like, you know the word, but you're like, like you just let your brain fucking derp out.